hello. How is everyone? Okay, I'm going to try to find myself really quick. There we are. I'm so not even straight. So let's see if I can get myself straight here. I need to pull this down. All right. Gotten a little closer. There we go. Instead of moving the camera, I'm just going to move the board. All right. Hello, everyone. All right. I think I am there. So let me, hello, Dora. Dora is our newest, well, a new team member, which we were excited about. We do have one that's newer than she is now. So, which is good. We don't like for them to stay new for too long, right? All right, let's see. I gotta figure out how to share because it looks like Facebook has changed my stuff again. All right. And there we go. Okay. I feel like I'm frozen. Nope. Okay, I'm not. All right, good. Good. Okay, let me see if I can get my comments to come up. There we go. And let me grab my charger because my phone is telling me that it is dying. So let me grab that really quick. I had literally just put my charger away, but I guess I should not have done that. All right. Oops. Wrong end. Okay. All right. Now I'm not going to die on y'all. Yay! All right. Hello, everyone. As you come in, make sure you comment and tell me that you're here. Also, make sure you share the video. I do ask that you not share it to the Simply Elizabeth Crafts group page, just because I already do that. So it'll put it in there multiple times, but make sure you're sharing it to other public pages or to your own personal page. And make sure that you let me know that you have shared it so that I can do a little drawing. We're going to, thank you, Dora. We're going to actually draw names while we're live from now on. I thankfully did not lose my video last week, but the week before I did. So I'm just going to pick from comments now while we're live. So I'm going to put these right in front of me, the two gifts that we have for today. We've got the big hooray and then the ocean front. So those will be the two gifts that we will give out for today. Let's see, what else do we have going on? We do have quite a bit of things that are going on. One is right now we have a starter kit special, and it is including the new in color items from the new annual catalog. It is fantastic. If you are in any way interested in joining, you have today and tomorrow to do that. It is a great opportunity to join just a community of friendship. You don't have to sell, you don't have to have any kind of business, you don't have to do Facebook Lives like I do, you don't have to do any of that stuff. You can just buy products and be happy and craft, and that's all you have to do. There is no commitment to it. If you have any specific questions or concerns or whatever, just let me know. I'll be happy to talk with you on all of that. Hello, Sharon. So this great, amazing deal ends tomorrow. So if you're interested, make sure that you do that by then. I will send out an email, so if you're on my email list, then you'll get a reminder tomorrow morning on that, and then tomorrow night as well. So you'll get 2 reminders. I just want to make sure that everyone's aware that it ends tomorrow night. The other thing is the June tutorial bundle is already together, and Stephanie has emailed that to us, so I have gotten that uploaded. I send these out on Mondays, so anybody who has ordered in the last week, you will get that later tonight. And what happens with the tutorial bundle is for this month, or for June, you will get 37 projects, which is really cool. Maybe something like right now. Oh, maybe it's me. Is it me? Oh, you know what? I know why. Can you hear me better now? I had my fan on. That's probably why. Verna, let me know. I had my fan on because it was hot in here with the sun beating in earlier. So let me know if you can hear me better now. But the June tutorial bundle is 37 projects. And it gives you the measurements. It gives you the pictures of the cards and all that fun stuff. My project is, let's see, where is mine at? In the picture. I don't know where it's at. Hold on. I can't find it because I don't remember what my card was. I did it so long ago. Oh, I think it cut off some. Never mind, because I think mine was the very first one. Anyway, if you spend $50 with me, you get this tutorial emailed to you for free. It's a link because it is so big. So it's actually a link to like a Dropbox. You don't have to have Dropbox to do it. It just shares what I have there. So anyway, oh, okay, Vernish, you have the headphones plugged in. Okay, good. But it's probably better now too without the fan on. So any order in June, $50 or more, you can get this. You can also just order this tutorial directly if you want it. You can do that. The cost is $25 for that because it is quite a large tutorial bundle. So it is $25 to just have the bundle. Let's see. The next thing is the mini catalog, the January to June 2022. Hey Mom, I didn't see you flash up earlier. It is going away, and this is a really good catalog. Really, really good. There are some things that are retiring that I'm very, very sad about, like the rainbow bundle, the rain boots bundle. That one's retiring. This is one I will keep in my arsenal forever and ever. But anyway, so there's some really good things in here. If you are interested in purchasing, you want to make sure you do before the end of June. I will post the retirement list when it comes out. So that will be on, well, it's when it goes into effect, which will be on Wednesday. In saying that as well, this also means that the holiday catalog will be coming out, and demonstrators can order from it starting on June the 1st, which is exciting. And if you are a demonstrator, make sure you go check out the catalog. I will be honest with you, I went through it the first time and I was really like, it's okay. When I got home and I really looked through it, I fell in love. So of course, I'm always in trouble when it comes to a new catalog. Once I sit and start looking and my mind starts turning, then it's all downhill, right? So just make sure that if you are wanting anything from this catalog, make sure that you get your orders in before the end of June on that. We are now a full month into the annual catalog, and I am loving it. We are going to actually do a project tonight from the mini catalog because Seize the Day is retiring too, which I was kind of shocked on. So we're going to be using that one tonight to do our projects. Got a list started over. And I don't even know if I'm going to make a list for this one. I want it all. No, I have to. I can't buy it all. I can't buy it all. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so Club for June is using Pretty Birds. And here are the cards that you will make. I am in love with, I like birds. And so I was pretty excited about this set right here. You will get half pack of each one of these embellishments. And then you'll also get both of these bolts of ribbon. You can also add on the bundle for cost, which means that I pay shipping, I pay tax. And then I use 2 sentiment stamp sets. You can use whatever you have if you decide to get club. If you want these, you can also add these on, and shipping and tax is on me for that. So club is $39, and you have until June the 17th to sign up for this one. I had an email that actually went out yesterday morning on club. So you can register through there. You can also subscribe, which means that every month PayPal will actually charge your card or your PayPal account, whichever you choose to set it up. They will charge that every month. And after 6 consecutive months in club, you get $25 worth of products for free. You get to choose what you want. That's $25. So that's a pretty good deal, I think, anyway. So club, $39. You have until June the 15th to do that. And then that's it for today. We will go ahead and dive into our projects because, well, they are going to probably take us just a little while to get them done. And I'm going to grab some grid paper because we're going to need that for the first card. So here is our first card. I did do a little die cutting, but we're going to have to stamp and all that. And I didn't want to do that without y'all. So we're going to have to do some cutting tonight. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is I want to pull in my little packet here. So I've got this piece of cardstock, and this is just a normal 5 1/4 by 4. We are going to take and adhere this down right here. So it's attaching to our basic white paper. We don't need the whole area blended in with color, so I'm just kind of focusing here on the center. We are going to take our soft seafoam and Pool Party, and we're going to blend it with our blender brush. Let me move all this. We're going to blend it in with our blender brush. And one thing about this, these are the butterflies and flower layering decorative masks. These are in the mini catalog, and these sadly are retiring as well. So they are very pretty, and I have not used them nearly enough. I thought I would use them a whole lot more. But I really wanted like a leafy kind of background, and so that's why I did this. Now I'm going to take, and I'm not going to go in circles like I normally do, just because this, with this pattern, you'll notice it moves quite a bit. So if I am trying to do circles, it's going to constantly move. So all I'm going to do is just go back and forth. And I'm going to hold it to make sure that I get that. Okay? And I'm going to do this whole half over here. Okay, and just up and down, back and forth. All right, and then I'm going to use Pool Party to do the other half. And typically I would go off on my grid paper first, but I'm starting from the outside and I'm going to move my way in, so I think it's okay to, you'll have kind of some blotching, but on that outside though, it'll be fine. And then I'm overlapping this right here because I want those 2 colors to kind of blend together a little bit, as much as they possibly will, with it being a blue and a green. All right. This one looks like it's going to be a little darker than our sample, but that's quite all right. We are good with that. Okay. All right. So now that we've got that, we are going to attach it to, I'm going to put these up so I don't get ink everywhere. We're going to pull it out like that. Very, very nice. And then we're going to take the rest of our card stuff that we've pulled out here, and we're going to attach it to the back of this piece. So I'm going to take my adhesive and I'm going to run along the side like this. Okay, so I'm just kind of doing it in a circle pattern. And then I'm just going to put some adhesive there and there and there. All right. Then we're going to take and lay, and I actually should have done it this way. So we're going to trim off that extra. It'll be all right. So we're going to put this down like that. Maybe. There we go. Okay. And now I'm just going to trim off those extra little edges. So I'm just going to cut it like that, and then we'll flip it over and do this side. We just want to make sure that we're not cutting into that circle part. All right. Okay, so there we go. We've got that piece now. Now we're going to attach it to our card front. So we're going to fold this in half, maybe, if my fingers will work with me tonight. Okay, now I'm going to take and put some more adhesive right here and right here. And then because it's a little thicker there in the center, I'm just going to go straight down the center as well. Okay, now I want to take and line this up. If I can get my card base straight, that would be great. Let's try that again. Okay. All right, now we're going to adhere this to our card front. And we're going to start down here. Well, my paper is not straight. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna do something a little different. We're just gonna go from top to bottom and have a little bit of white on each edge. I have no idea what happened. None whatsoever. And then I'm just gonna take and trim this off real quick. Sometimes my measurements are off. Okay. All right, there we go. So yeah, now I have a little border right here, but you know what? It's even on either side, so we're good, right? It'll be just fine. At least that's what I'll tell myself. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to take and adhere these pieces right here. We're going to go ahead and do that just since we've already got those cut out. I'm going to take a little bit of adhesive and just put it right across here. I'm going to attach this there. And then we're going to attach this one right over it. I need a little bit more adhesive. So we're going to do that. Okay, and then we're going to attach this one as well. So we're going to put just a little bit more adhesive on top. And we're going to stick that there. Now let's do our stamping. I'm going to grab a piece of paper. We need to stamp the octopus, we need to stamp our sentiment, and then we need to stamp 2 of the sand dollars. Oh, it's that going live thing. Oh, thank you, Verna. Every time I go live, I lose my words. I lose them. Okay, we're going to do the sand dollars in Calypso Coral. So we're going to stamp 1 and 2. Then we are going to stamp our octopus in Pale Papaya. And apparently I forgot the Pale Papaya, so we'll come back to that one in just a second. And we're going to stamp our sentiment in Calypso Coral as well. All right, let me go grab my Pale Papaya. Good thing they're pretty close. All right, so then we're going to stamp our octopus. We're going to stamp it right here. I want to make sure that I leave plenty of room to cut out my square there. Okay, so let's pull in our cut and emboss machine. I'm gonna set all this stuff aside. I'm gonna pull out the dies. So we need, from the Stylish Shapes, we need this one right here. And then from the from the C dies, we need our octopus and our sand dollar. All right. All right, I'm gonna make sure I get in here without tearing up everything. All right. Now we're going to use the magnetic plate, which will help us to line it all up, and it'll all keep lined up. All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to go here. Like that. And then we'll do this one like that. We'll run it through. Sorry for the shaking. And then the last one we want to do is going to be our last C dollar. And these Stylish Shapes right here, they stick to this magnetic plate like crazy. So I just take my take your pick tool and I pull it right off. I think it's the stitching on them that causes it to do that. But it's about the only thing I have a problem with coming off. All right, so we've got that set up. Then we'll run this through. And I hope everyone has had a great Memorial Day. We really have stayed at the house. We did go out and get groceries, but that was about it. You know, it's just crazy, so crazy out there. I keep telling Ben, we just need to order our groceries online and go pick them up in the parking lot so we don't have to deal with all the craziness that is out there sometimes. So, all right, let's pull in our card now. And one thing we're gonna do too is we're gonna use this new in color, and this is Starry Sky. This is the metallic woven ribbon. We're gonna kind of create a net type thing with it. So I'm gonna cut off a pretty good piece, and then we're going to, let me move that so I don't prick myself. We're gonna take it and we're gonna kind of pull it apart because it's kind of netting. And it's gonna fray those ends, which is completely fine. That's what we want. We want it to look like a net or some mesh or, you know, all that fun stuff. And you can pull it pretty good. And you're just gonna do it all the way down. If you have nails, it's actually pretty good. Those of you, I just heard Ben say no. Those of you who were here last week, you know that we got a new dog. Let's just say she is quite a handful. She is a puppy, which is wonderful. Yes, we can train her, but I tell you what, she has a thing where she really likes to have attention. So she bites at my feet and my toes and my pants legs. So, oh hey Linda, how are you doing? So it has been a crazy week, and I do feel like we have a newborn child, and our favorite words right now are no and so that's been a lot of fun. Whew, I tell you, I forgot what having a dog was like because we didn't have a dog for 2 years. So, all right, I think I'm good with all this now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of crinkle it, fold it kind of like this, and then I'm going to take some adhesive and we're going to put it right about here. and we're just gonna attach it. So it's just gonna be messy, okay? All right, then let's take our octopus and we're gonna put dimensionals on the back. We're gonna put one up here at the head and then two down here. Then we're going to apply him right here up underneath this mesh, okay? And actually, let's move that over just a touch. Let's see if I can get it to move over. I might have put the adhesive just a little too far down, but that's okay. All right, let's do it like that. There we go. All right, and then we'll put our octopus right here. There we go. And then we're gonna take and put glue dots on the back of our sand dollars. And then we are going to attach these. One we're gonna attach right up here, and the other we're gonna attach right there. Okay, and then we're gonna put dimensionals on the back of our sentiment. One more. Take the backing off. And then we're gonna put it over the ribbon or the mesh that we created. Just like this. Okay, now the last thing we want to do is we want to add some bling to it. We want to add some embellishment to it. So what I did was I pulled out, these are the For Everything Fancy sequins, and they come much better than the sequins we had before. So they come in little packs like this, which is great, and you've got 3 colors. So you got a blue, a green, and a pink. For this one, we're gonna use the blue. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my liquid glue and I'm going to put little dabs of glue around the card. And one right there. And I think that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 7 on this one. Then I'm gonna take my Take Your Pick tool and we're gonna pick up these sequins and we're gonna kind of place them where that glue is, and then I'm just gonna take my nail and make sure it stays down there. So then we're gonna take this one. Oh, that's got a hold on, that one had a pearl behind it. All right, there we go. You can add a pearl to it if you would like. I think I'm gonna try to find one real quick. All right, we got a gold piece here. Let's put this one here. I think that one might be too small. Let's take that one aside. That one's a little too small. Let's do this one. All right, there we go. And then let's do another one of these. Yuck. And put that one down there. You could also use this end of your Take Your Pick tool if you wanted. That would work as well. All right, I'm gonna try to find a pearl in here. I found one, but it's connected. There we go. I'm gonna put a pearl right there. And I think I might have gotten a little too much glue on that one, but that's okay. All right. We need 2 more. Let's do another one of these. I think this is probably the hardest part of the card. Picking out which ones to put down. And it will dry clear, so don't worry about the glue part of it. So, okay, there we go. We got it now. I'm gonna put my Take Your Pick tool. See, the Take Your Pick tool has lots of different ways to be used. It's a great tool. Okay, so there is our first card. Not too hard. Not too hard. Okay. Now, card number 2 is one that when I saw the jellyfish, I instantly thought of aquariums and how they have them in, like, one of the aquariums I've been to. I want to say it was Atlanta. They had them in tubes. So they were like going up and down tubes, and they were really cool looking. Of course, they were like, some of them were like neon colors. So that's kind of where I got the inspiration for them to kind of be down, kind of floating up on this card. And then I picked this color, this DSP here, because it kind of just reminded me of like your deep sea colors. So let's grab the pieces to this one. We're going to go ahead and fold our card base, and we're going to start out with stamping on our card base. We are going to stamp in some Balmy Blue. Nope, we're going to stamp in Coastal Cabana. And we are going to stamp some bubbles. And what we're going to do is just put the bubbles kind of down here in the corner, just so that it can be a little extra on our corners here, and it doesn't make the card just kind of white on the outside. All right, so we are done with that. Now we're going to take and put our DSP, and this is the Artfully Composed, which will be no longer at the end of June, which does make me sad because I do love this paper. I love it, I love it. All right, so we're going to put this one down at an angle. Put it like this, like that. And if you can hear my dog, you can hear her in the background. She is yapping away. Okay, on the sample, I put adhesive right across here, but because of the color of this DSP, you can see it. That bothers me a little bit. And you know what I did? I forgot to put the ribbon on. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna do it a little differently. I forgot to put the linen thread on. So I'm going to add the vellum, and then when I go back and do the embellishment here, I'm going to put a glue dot up underneath it, and I'm probably going to move it up just a little higher. All right, so I'm going to take the vellum. I'm going to wrap my linen thread around it. I'm probably going to do this one. Nope, just twice. Let's see. I could probably get it around 3 times because this is the end of a roll. So we're going to wrap it and use all of it. There we go. All right, and then we'll just tie a little bow over here. It'll flatten out in just a minute. Okay, so we got our bow, and then we're going to attach it. And what I'm going to do is I am going to put adhesive down right here because that's where our sentiment will be. It will be right here. And then we can put, let's see, we can put some down right there. And then we can put some right about here. And then we can put it, let's see. And then we can put it right across here. Okay, so the only thing we'll have to do is when we add our embellishments is we'll put a glue dot up here underneath that embellishment so that you cannot see the adhesive. And we're gonna stick this on at an angle, just like that. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to stamp have a whole lot of paper over here. I don't think I'm gonna need all of that, but we're gonna probably use it. Okay, we're gonna take our jellyfish. Oh, Deb, you must be on lake time. Hey, don't we all want to be on lake time? I want to be on lake time. Can I be on lake time too? All right, we're gonna stamp our jellyfish twice in Coastal Cabana. Then we are gonna stamp our, we're gonna clean it first. We have to clean it before we do our other colors. Okay, and then we're gonna stamp it in Mango Melody, because you know, it's a card. So creativity is, you know, you can use whatever colors you want, right? Then we're gonna take this piece here and we're gonna stamp our sentiment, which says seize the day. We'll stamp that there. Let's stamp it at an angle just to make sure we can get our thing on there. Okay, and then the next color is gonna be Flirty Flamingo. Clean that one, and then I need to clean the octopus, not the octopus, the jellyfish. Okay, and then we're gonna ink it up, and we're gonna stamp. Goodness gracious, words are hard. I must be on lake time all of a sudden too, Deb. Thank you, Corinne. All right. So now we are gonna bring in our cut and emboss machine, and we're gonna cut it out. And yes, I know we have to cut out a whole bunch of them, but that's okay. All right, let me put these though on here so I don't lose them. Then for our sentiment, we're gonna use the stylish shapes again, and we're gonna do it with the banner there. I'm getting my use out of these stylish shapes, and I promise you, if you get them, you will too. They are incredible. All right, so we're gonna run this through. You could do the mini with this one, with these as well, because these dies would fit right through the mini. All right, so let's put this here. And then we will stick this. Nope, we are not going to put that on yet. Okay. So let's just run this through real quick. We'll run this through here. Do y'all hear her? So she is currently in her kennel because my husband is vacuuming the house. He's on the other side of the house, which is separated by a door. So it's why you can't hear the vacuum cleaner, but you can hear her because now she's upset that she has been left alone in her kennel for no one to pay attention to her. Boy, oh boy. Y'all, she is spoiled already. She wants to be held all the time. I tell you, it's crazy. But it's all right. We love her, right? All right, so we are going to stick it here for our sentiment. And then let's do our next jellyfish. I really did think that this set was going to go into the new annual catalog. I really thought it would. But it did not, because they do pull over a bunch of like the beachy themed ones. They do those a lot. All right, 2 more and then we're done, and then we can put it all together. I need to clean my top plate. It's kind of sticky. Right, 1 and then 2. Close your eyes if you don't like the shaking. I'm trying to go fast now. so y'all don't have to watch me all this long. Okay, and then here we go, last one. And whoop, there we go. All right. Now we can put our card together the rest of the way. So we are going to adhere our pieces flat, except for our Mango Melody colored ones, okay? The rest of them will be completely flat. So we're just gonna put some adhesive on the back like this. We'll stick this one here, which will cover up that. And this one will be here. So now that adhesive we had put over there is done and covered. And then this one will go here. And then this one will go here. And then we will put both of these with dimensionals on the back. So we're going to do 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2. That one is stuck on there. Okay, we're going to put our sentiment on first, and we're just going to kind of slide it right up about here. And then we will put our other one right here. Okay, there we go. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Gotta do these. Gotta do these. These are the solid faceted gems. I love these. These colors are amazing. You've got, I know that's Mossy Meadow. I think that's Pool Party and that's Balmy Blue, but I could be completely wrong. That is Starry Night. That looks like either Blushing Bride or Petal Pink. And then that looks like Polished Pink. So anyway, great colors. And see, I even used them on this, and it just kind of blends so well. All right, so we are gonna do here. We're gonna do this big one right up here, because that's, remember, we're gonna put a glue dot up underneath it. Then we're gonna put one here. And then let's do a small one here and a small one there. And then let's do a small one down there. Okay. Then let's take a glue dot and put that back in its packaging. And we'll grab a glue dot. I'm going to take the end of my Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to grab a glue dot off. I'm just going to pick it right up. Then I'm going to attach it up under that embellishment. And I'm going to adhere it down. And now you cannot see the adhesive. So that is how you can create a card with vellum and not ever have to see the adhesive show like it does in this one. All right. So let's move on to card 3. And I'm going to show you something really quick on card 3. I fell in love with this set because of the samples in the catalog, in all honesty. That is what, I liked it, don't get me wrong, but when I saw the samples in the catalog, I really fell in love, especially this one right here. This was it for me. So I took this, but I wanted a shaker card. So I kind of took this as my first inspiration, and then I've created it to make it this right here. And it's shaker, and we're gonna use those for everything. And we're gonna use all 3 colors. Okay? So I'm gonna have to bring in my grid paper again for this. So we're gonna pull this in. I'm gonna take this off. We're gonna bring in our pieces here. I think if you go to my blog and you click on, Oh, thank you, Verna. If you click on the description, or if you click on the link to my blog in the description of this video, it'll take you to all the measurements and all the products. I did forget to put in the product list the window sheet. I'm sorry about that. When I realized it, it was too late to go back and change it because the blog had already posted. So just know that you do have to have window sheets in order to do a shaker card. Okay, so we are going to grab a blender brush. We are going to grab Balmy Blue, and we are going to bring in this piece here. Now, I thought about cutting this piece first so you guys didn't have to watch me do that or anything like that. But what I noticed was that when I cut it and then did the blending brush on it, it really catches these little pieces here and it makes it darker around those, and I didn't like that. The other thing is I didn't do these a separate color. I just do them all blue so it all goes together and makes the fish pop out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna blend some Balmy Blue all over the card front. And I'm gonna try not to shake it too much, but I cannot promise anything. And I'm starting off onto my grid paper first because I don't want big blotches on it. All right. And then I do have to concentrate to do this for whatever reason. Sometimes when I blend, I feel like I have to concentrate, which means I cannot talk and I cannot listen to anything. I don't know why that is. All right, let's add a little bit more. And that middle is going to get cut out anyway, so I really just want to make sure that my edges are good and blue. And I do want to have a little bit of the white showing just because it gives it a little bit more like definition, in my opinion. So totally my opinion. You can do whatever you want with yours. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cut this out off screen just so I don't have to shake the thing again. And we're going to use this big old die right here to do it. All right. Okay, here we go. So that's just going to be a piece. You could use this to as scrap paper or whatever. You can definitely do that. And then this die does cut very, very nicely. All right, so now we've got that. Now what we want to do is we want to adhere our window sheet. So I'm going to use liquid glue, which is messy, but it allows me to get in these little pieces right here, or these little areas right here, so that that window sheet will stick to it. I'm just going to go around and put a little bit in all the areas that are open. Just like that. And you can put it on the leaves if you want to. I didn't. I thought it was just fine. So, all right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take this little window sheet. We're going to line it up and move it down a little bit. We're just going to line it up at the top and then just lay it down. I cut the window sheet just slightly smaller, and I'm talking like a smidge smaller. And then I'm not going to press on it. I'm just going to let it sit and get like dry so that it really sticks to that. So the next thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stamp my two fish, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to stamp my sentiment. In pretty sure, yeah, wanted to make sure that was gonna fit. Okay, so we've got our sentiment there. I'm getting color all over my fingers today. And then we're gonna take Mint Macaroon and Petal Pink and stamp our fish. All right. We're gonna stamp that one there. And then we will stamp this one. Oh, where are you, Kathy? Yes, this is a good one. This is a good one. And this is another one that's retiring. Very sad day. So, all right. Now, actually, while I've got these out, I'm going to go ahead. So with the shaker card, our card base will become a little heavier on the top, which drives me crazy if the inside is real like flimsy. So what I did was I added another piece on the inside. So while I've got these out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp some fishies. Oh man, look what I did. I got a little happy with that one. All right. Let me grab this. I'm gonna grab my grid paper so that I can stamp this one off. There we go. All right, and then let's take our, oh, did y'all see what I did? Oops, okay, I just messed that up. But that's okay, not a big deal. We'll clean it, we'll start over. There we go. All right, we'll stick a green one there. How about that? And then we'll stick that there. Goodness gracious. That's what happens when you have a ton of ink pads open, which is why I don't keep them open. That is an easy fix though. I got a little bit in there. If this is the perfect time to tell you, if you do that, what I just did, stamp with the wrong color, all you have to do is get a spoon and you can scrape it right off. I just have a plastic spoon that I leave in my little bucket on my desk. You can scrape it out and then put a little bit of so like this one, Petal Pink, put a little bit more Petal Pink re-inker in it, and it'll be as good as new. Like it never happened. I know this from experience. A lot of experience. Again, it's why I don't keep my pads open anymore like I did just then. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to the inside of our card base while we're still kind of waiting for that piece to dry. All right, so now let's take our adhesive and attach this to the inside like that. All right, now I'm gonna go cut these out. I'm using the stylish shapes again for this, and then the fish for that. And there's a die for each one of those. I gotta remember which ones I used here. I think it's that one, yep, okay. So that will go there. And then our two little fishes will go there. All right, I'm gonna cut these off screen. Right. I have okay. All right. Have all these little pieces now that are staticky to my base here. And I'm just gonna take my Take Your Pick tool, get right up underneath it. I really think it's the stitching that gets it suctioned down. All right, there's our fish. And there we go. All right. Now let's work on our shaker part. So now you've got all of that, and it's probably not quite dry, but we're gonna go ahead and move forward. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take our foam adhesive strips, and I'm going to run all the way around the card. So these little strips will fit perfectly down here. Now, I don't necessarily need to go all the way to the end because I don't care if this, you know, you don't need your sequence to go all the way down there. So I'm actually going to kind of go, let's actually start with the side. So we're going to go right about here and just run it all the way down the side. And then I'm going to cut with my scissors right there. And then I'm going to go like this. And a great thing about these foam strips is they do move. Like, so I can kind of curve that like that. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to make sure though that right here that I am like really tight with my next strip, because you don't want your sequence to fall into or fall out of the card. So I'm going to make sure that it is really butted up there. And I'm like really far up the screen. Sorry, guys. All right, so we got that. And we're just going to go right around like this. And keep going. And then down like this. And then we're going to go right there. So now I'm just going to trim this little part off here. And there we go. Now I'm going to take my little extra pieces that I've got here, and I'm just going to add a piece here so that it doesn't, you know, become unstable up here at the top and the bottom. I'm going to add that one there. All right, and now we are good to go. Now the next thing I want to do is, a lot of times with sequins, there is a little bit of sticky that'll be on the inside of your strips. So I'm going to take an embossing buddy. Stampin' Up! Does not sell these right now, so you can get these off of Amazon or anywhere. I'm gonna just take it, kind of pooch out a little bit here, and I'm just gonna run it along that inside. And what that's doing is it's putting powder on it so that now those sequins won't actually stick to that adhesive. Okay, so I'm just running that powder all the way around. Just like that. You could even put it on your finger and run it around. But now when you run your finger across, you're not gonna feel all that sticky, which is good. Okay? All right, now what we wanna do is we wanna take our embellishments, our little sequins here, and we're gonna put quite a bit on there, okay? And the reason for that is when I have my card upright like this, I wanna see it down here at the bottom, okay? So I'm gonna just take a good chunk and spread it out right across like that. Put a little bit more. There's a whole lot that comes in these, so don't be shy when you add sequins to your cards. All right, so then we're gonna add some green. Okay, and do a little smidge more. All right, and then let's add pink, because you know what? Pink just makes it all happy, all of it happy. All right, and I'm spreading it out so that it doesn't all get bunched up in like in a big pile, so that it gets clogged up. Okay, and then we'll add some pink. A little bit more. Okay, I'm adding definitely more than what I did to my sample, but I'm okay with that because we like shiny happiness, don't we? At least I do. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off all these adhesive backings. If you feel like you need to do it before you put your sequins in, you can do that as well. Just be careful as you take off the adhesive backing that you don't dump all of your adhesive everywhere. All right, so move slow with it. Okay, and then I took that one off, yep. Okay, all right, so now I'm gonna flip it back around this way because that's my bottom. And I'm gonna take this DSP, this is from the Abstract Beauty. This is gorgeous paper, gorgeous, gorgeous. And we're just going to adhere it. Now, I did make this slightly smaller than the card front because I wanted to make sure that it didn't stick over, but you want to make sure that you add enough so that it attaches to all of your adhesive so that your sequins don't fall out, okay? All right, so I got it on there good now, and ta-da! Now we have a shaker card. Look at there. Yay, it's so pretty. Okay, now we are going to adhere this to our card front. It will be very difficult for you to adhere, put any adhesive on here because that obviously moves. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to attach it with liquid glue because this will be easier to adhere to this back part. Okay, and then we'll just flip it over and we will stick it right down. Okay. And there is, you can see right here, there's like two pearls that are stuck there. Of course, that is what is going to happen, right? On the sample. But look, when you have it all down here at the bottom, look at that. It's just like glitter happiness down there. Okay, let's go ahead and add our ribbon, and we are going to use Pool Party because it's sheer, so it will take on some of that balmy blue that we did. We're going to put adhesive right across here. So we're going to just put some there, and then we're going to make a kind of a zigzag bow here like that, and then we're going to attach it right there. If that top one comes up, just put a little bit more adhesive, and then you can do that. Oh, it didn't get any there. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, so we're gonna put that there. Then we're gonna put on our sentiment. We're gonna pop it up with dimensionals. So we're gonna add 3 dimensionals to it. Like that. And then we're just gonna trim off these edges down here. If I can find my scissors, there we go. So we're gonna trim off that one, and then we'll trim off this one like that. And then we're just gonna add our 2 fish, and then we will be done. Put that pen back in so I don't get myself. Okay, so we are gonna pop these up as well. So we're gonna put a dimensional on each one. Right there and right there. And then we will put our, we're gonna stick this one right here in the corals like that. And then the last one, we're just gonna kind of put in the center like it's minding its own business to swim in the ocean. Okay, so there we go. Shaker card is our number 3. Again, if you go to my blog, which is linked in the video, you can go directly to all the measurements and the products that were used. So make sure you go over there and check it out. Club links, all that stuff are in the description of the video. So you can find all of my information, all of my upcoming classes, all that good stuff right there. And let me pull in the cards. All right, so we have those and that. And last last but not least, we're going to put the one pretty one that I did not mess up right there on top. All right, everyone. Thank you. Oh, you know what? Nope, prizes. I got to do prizes. Hold on. Hold on. The pearls can be bubbles. Ooh, Deb, I didn't think about that. Oh, that's a great idea. All right, I might have to play with it a little bit more now. Thanks, Deb. Okay, let me draw prizes real quick. Let me find what I did with the prizes, because I apparently am now a disaster. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Okay, I'm going to go and scroll through and pick a name. All right, so we've got Oceanfront and then Big Hooray. So make sure you get your comment in really quick. And let's see, I've actually missed a whole lot of comments up here. Ooh, look at there. I missed Vicky. Hey, Miss Vicky. All right, here we go. All right, our first winner is Brenda. Yay. All right, Brenda, if you will type real quick which one you want, then I will let you choose first. And then our next person will be, let's see. We have got, I'm just moving my fingers back and forth. We have got Dora. Look at there. All right, Dora. So you get to pick the other one. Let me see if Brenda has made her choice yet. I will give it just a second longer, because you know there's always a delay. Always a delay. Oceanfront. Perfect. And Brenda, I've got your mailing address, so I will get Oceanfront in the mail for you. And Dora, I will give you the Big Hooray on Saturday when I see you. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you guys next week. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I will get those answered for you, and I will see you next week. Bye.